The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defence.
He's having a go!
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Lam spots it and intercepts. He's in a great position here. Chance! He's delivered all right!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other.
Chance, surely! Oh, crossbar! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Kaká. There's a no-nonsense tackle. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Kaká. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Kaká unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He might be in here. Albert Ferrer, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. It's gone out for a throw-in. Kaká. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Ronaldinho receives it in a wide position. And that has been knocked clear. Knocks it into space. Terrific header. And the ball's come loose here. Konate gets it clear. Roberto Carlos producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. No, that was never going to make it. That's a good ball out wide. Tries to pass it through. He's found a way through. Hangs in across. And that should get the job done. And he's going to be disappointed with that. And here's Rooney.
Barcelona are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Grimaldo. Ronaldinho. Lam does well to get it back. And the pass is intercepted. And it's Ronaldinho. And he's intervened well there. Stood up well to him there. Oh, easy pickings there. Distributed tidily. Rooney. Konate getting this one clear. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. He's only too happy to take that back.
Macon Rachazima are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Now that's a lovely exchange.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
It's a good spell of possession, this. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. And that's a simple one for the keeper.
This is the time you need that pace.
Now it's Mbappe. Oh, super find. Just the keeper to be best! It's in! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
So that's 2 now without reply.
We're looking at...
And a chance! Referee's had a good look and given a corner. And we have our very first corner. Marquinhos clears it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Pinches it off him. Nedved plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. It's a pretty loose pass. Nicely shaped ball. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Now it's Kaka. He's picked his way through. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Delivered in. It's gone in! He's put through his own net!
No, I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
Fortuitous as it may have been, they all count 1. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Looking for the run, and this is Luis Suarez. Some resolute defending there. Here's the whistle for half-time. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
Barcelona would seem to still be getting over the OG. It was an honest mistake, and they've got to move on.
And we're already back up and running after half-time. Barcelona changed their lineup for the second half. A reaction, no doubt, to the half-time score. Saliba makes the interception. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, what has happened here? It's a searching pass. Well timed, excellent interception. Pirlo is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And here's Kaka. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Not the most accurate pass. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Well, that looks a cracking ball. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball. There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
It's a really well-measured ball. He's shifting through the gears here. And the shot! And he's there to clear it.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. But that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
No, not quite on the same wavelength.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Yamal aimed beyond the defence. Hakimi showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
Substitution on the field. Number 9, Nedved. Number 22, Kaká. Number 18.
Barcelona do have
Number
options
7,
available on the bench if they want to go that way.
Number 11,
Spread neatly.
Mbappe.
Lam calmly
Coming on the
anticipates.
field.
Chance here to
Number 8,
counter.
Zico. Number 10, Bellingham. Number
And he plays
23,
one through.
Bale.
Can he finish?
Number 17, Shevchenko.
Oh, brilliant save.
Number 21,
Barcelona really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Zico is there and he can get that clear. Owen. Pirlo. And he's worked it through. Just the goalkeepers. It's Bale! Gareth glittering Bale! That is a gem! An absolute gem! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now! You just know there is no stopping that.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the...
Chance! Brought out the best in the keeper.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. He should have put his foot right through it. Nakon Rachazima have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. And that is as far as they're going to go. Shevchenko! That's a throw. Hakimi. He's in space and looking for options. And that's really well manoeuvred. Now that looks a decent ball. Tries a shot! And yes, it's there! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
Barcelona have a goal, but it's hard to see it as anything much more than a consolation. Great ball, and he's in here. Shoots! Relentless! Just relentless! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Yeah, it's simply track.
And that's it. And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
We are glad to inform you that today's match day programs are available from stands located by the gates. I'm sure they will make fine souvenirs.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And we're underway.
There's a player below, Peter, that I admire on a professional and personal level, the one and only Raúl.
He's just out on his own for consistency.
Indeed, and a terrific leader. Talent has to be backed up by hard work and tenacity, and he leads by example, hence the respect he commands.
Olise, this looks promising.
Chance!
Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Yeah, it wasn't the worst decision in the world to go for the shot, even if he was being closely marshalled.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, that's neat. Neither of these two want to come off. Terrific header! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Raúl really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Kayserispor with the corner. They're first. And he's there to clear it.
Kayserispor definitely are on top of things in these early stages, Peter. If this is how they intend to go on, I think the opposition might see some trouble.
Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another. That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Oh, that's nice. Yamal. Kupchu. pinches it off him. Howson is the team's great visionary. Barcelona, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Pedri. Now it's Rooney. He's had it taken off him. Kayserispor were a team looking for an outlet, and it seems, Jim, as though they've found one.
Yeah, and if that allows them to get people running at and even going beyond that defence, then you can start asking more questions.
Yamal, passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Ronaldinho. He came in hard, very hard. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. He's picked his way through.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Brilliantly cut out. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Xabi Alonso calmly anticipates. Kukçu. For Xabi Alonso. Howson. Played out to the right. It's a good run down the right. It's played through for him. Koundé has it in a wide position. Olise. And he's had a hit! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Ronaldinho. Oh, nicely intercepted. Marquinhos. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Played back. Distributed tidily. Marquinhos. And anyone who's joined us late, that could spell trouble. He's shifting through the gears here. John, surely! Goal! Barcelona! It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Barcelona have broken through. It's 1-0.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Pass is just off target. Olise hurtling down that right flank. Xabi Alonso has chosen to go back. Shifted it to the flank. Now it's Ronaldinho. Oh, that's fabulous. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. 1-0 the score. Kukçu. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
And I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Barcelona leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Barcelona carrying a one-goal lead. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Hakimi. Rooney. Shot a goal! It's in! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Raul. And here's Elise.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
He is through here. Oh, that is a nice touch. Shapes to shoot. Out to the left it goes. Raul. Albert Ferrer gets a foot in here. And that is as far as they're going to go. Zanetti pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Now who's going to be first to this? Raul. Now it's Elise. And he thumps it clear. That's a shade optimistic. Ronaldinho is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Now it's Ronaldinho. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. He's got away. A vicious ball here. That has not gone well. And it's Kukçu. Pedri. Zanetti cuts it out. Yamal looking to add to his goal. Threads one in. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Ronaldinho showing good feet. That's a throw. Looking to go deep. He's gone for goal! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, his movement has certainly picked up. He's got that decisive goal on his mind.
And he's been shifted off it. Rooney. It's run loose here. Now it's Raul. Knocks it into space. Elise in acres of space out wide. Now it's Ronaldinho. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. No, that's been intercepted. Spread it left. Bojan Krkić will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And here's Raul. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Kukçu cuts out the pass. Barcelona have time on their side now, as well as a 2-goal lead. It is just about done. Kukçu. Ronaldinho. It's a pretty loose pass. Marquinhos. Kukçu. And they win it back again. Not the most accurate pass. Koundé pokes it out wide. Ronaldinho. Oh, it's come loose. And that will be it. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination and The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's away we go then.
Well, this fellow, Giorgio Chiellini, Peter, is one of the game's great thinkers.
Yeah, in both an academic and a footballing sense, of course.
Yeah, and I think he'll prove key if they're looking to play on the break here. You won't get many players who are better than him in terms of ball winning, and it's all going to be about how quickly they can turn things around once they've got the ball.
Yamal.
Might want to be careful there.
The referee's awarded a free kick.
Well, he was the one player you had to keep away from the area. Not the best way to do it, though.
What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. Azar. There's the crossfield ball. Now it's Yamal. Great vision. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Grimaldo. Well, that looks a decent ball. And Yamal. Hakimi.
That's positional gold. The utilisation of space.
Real chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, that's a sharp enough swivel. Struck first time.
Well, he certainly got enough purchase on it. Now he's got to think a little bit more about the accuracy.
And it's Chiellini. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Yamal, and he's managed to get free. Oh, he's got a... and the shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Vitinha. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And this is Rooney. Chance! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
And we have our very first corner. Madrid have the chance to go. That's rather hopeful. Azar conjures time and space where few can. He's found a way through. Now this could be a chance. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Quality ball. Well read, nice interception. Now it's Ronaldinho. And he's a chance for a shot! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
Ronaldinho has it in a wide position. Madrid were a team looking for an outlet, and it seems, Jim, as though they've found one.
Yeah, and if that allows them to get people running at and even going beyond that defence, then you can start asking more questions.
Yamal going face-to-face with his great rival. Azar. That's a good run down the left, and he's worked it through. Koundé calmly anticipates. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. And that pass just didn't quite work. Grimaldo proves too strong. Can he get onto this? Linton. Alexander-Arnold making good progress on the right-hand side. No, that's been intercepted. Barcelona are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. Kukcu is always scanning the pitch for targets. Madrid have a free kick. Xabi Alonso is standing over this one. Alonso! Deftly away. Out towards the flank. Played in deep. Hakimi gets it clear. Yamal did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Driving forward. And it's Vitinha. And he cuts out the supply. Oh, nicely intercepted. Yamal, Vitinha.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Pedri. Ronaldinho providing an outlet on that flank.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Played with finesse. And the half-time whistle goes. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. So your views on the first half?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands. So no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
Barcelona are in at half-time with a slender one-goal lead. And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Ended up in no man's land. Hakimi kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. That has not gone well. And here's Rooney. Rooney powering forward here. Azar. And it's Vitinha. Looking for the run. Time and again they are repelled. Now he's got space here. That's going right the way across. And that should get the job done. Oh, that's well spotted. And here's Osimhen. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
He is through here. That is a brilliant interception.
Ronaldinho really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Grimaldo knocks it into space. Shifted it to the flank. Pedri is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. Oh, that's a booking, always looked it. So what can they conjure from this one? Glorious! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed.
Look, there's an awful lot that can go wrong from that range. How good was that?
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Great chance! Lovely pass, but can he get there?
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And that's a simple one for the keeper. Madrid appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Can he get on the end of this? That's a shade optimistic. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Rooney is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Oh, he's found support out wide.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Yamal. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
It certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. A real chance then to ease this unpleasant predicament.
Ronaldinho. El dorsal 8. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 45. El dorsal 17.
He's on it.
El
Osimhen!
dorsal 18. El dorsal 16. Se va a realizar un cambio de
Messi.
jugadores.
That pass isn't the best. Tries to play it through. He's in plenty of space here. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Now it's Osimhen.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Osimhen is onto this. Osimhen! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
You can tell he wanted that too. Still, at least he can smile about it, seeing as they're a couple of goals up.
Alexander-Arnold promptly onto that, and that is that.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Osimhen is onto it in a flash. And he's intervened well there. Chiellini. Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. And that's going to be a booking.
I think it looks as if they're going to try and whip this one in with pace.
It is another opportunity from a set piece they have here. Oh, a very decent attempt. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Has a look and plays it forward. It's a searching pass. Good ball over the top. And he's gone looking for safety. He's having a hit! Well-timed, excellent interception. That's a cute ball. Chiellini. Alexander-Arnold. It's just beyond his reach. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. And that is as far as it goes. Barcelona can probably lay claim to the title of having been the better side here. Certainly more... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And already we're underway here. Well, of course, Italy has always been the place to be when it comes to defensive maestros, and here is a prime example. So how... Cochu! And he has produced there the crispest of hits.
Well, he looks like he's annoyed with himself there. He didn't do an awful lot wrong, did he?
Passing is crisp and sharp. Best. And this is Hullet. Davids plays the ball back. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. So what can they make of this? That's a cute ball. Nesta plays it long. Over to the left. Kukcu. Pass is just off target. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And it's Kukcu. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Kukcu. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
And here's Van Basten. And he's intervened well there. Played out to the left flank. Couldn't squeeze it through. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Aimed beyond the defence. And he's gone searching crossfield. Yamal. And that's been won straight back. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Out to the left it goes. Knocks it into space. Out towards the flank. Plays it across. Albert Ferrer attempts a clearance. Oh, that is a nice touch. Oh, some tackle that. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. That has not gone well. Ronaldinho looks to get on the end of this. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Knocks it out wide. "15 minutes till half-time. And this is Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Ambitious ball here. And they're quick to get it back. And that has left him in a heap. Oh, that's fabulous. Now the cross. And that should get the job done. Showing great feet there. He's having a go! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. And the pass is intercepted. Marquinhos gets over and intercepts. And this is Van Basten. It's Van Basten! Good steal, he just read it. Big chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, it actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner. Tries to get it clear. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. That pass has been well intercepted. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. That looks a cracking ball. A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0.
Se puede ver un plano de las diferentes zonas del estadio. Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 4.
And the second half gets underway.
I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Cross in. That's a decent clearance.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Now it's Yamal. He is through here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Messi. Barcelona do appear to have made a half-time change.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Marquinhos into the channel. It's a pretty loose pass. Goalless still, neither side really getting onto the front foot. Osimhen is the guilty party there. Oh, super find. And he gets rid in a hurry. Corner number 2 then. Oh, what a climb! "60 minutes played. Might be danger here. Yamal. Now it's Yamal. And it's Hakimi. Nicely shaped ball. And he was quick to react. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the task, Peter, did he?
Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. It'll be a throw-in. He's got away. Oh, such a clever touch. Davids takes a shot. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. An uncompromising challenge. Ronaldinho. Barcelona still have the cards to affect this game. Out to the right. Oh, that's well spotted. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Oh, nicely intercepted. Tries to thread one through. No, he's just misjudged that one. Played out towards the right wing. Stood up well to him there. And it's Kukcu. Ronaldinho. Played into the box. And that should get the job done.
Barcelona really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
So, third corner of the game.
Ronaldinho. El dorsal 8. El dorsal 11.
Cleared without hesitation.
El dorsal 18.
Kukcu!
El dorsal 19.
Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
I think he did really well to get the shot away, to be honest, given how much pressure he was under at the time.
Played out to the left flank. He's a sharp little ball here. That ball looks a good one. And he was alert to it. Oh, important interception.
Well, they've got one eye on the clock, but the balancing act is very fine at this stage. Go for it, and it could backfire. Sit back, and it may be at a price.
And claimed it back swiftly. That's a sharp pass.
I think we might be done here.
And this is from Mario. Tries a shot! Oh, that's incredible! And that's got to be it! That has got to be it! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 6.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
El dorsal 9.
So the first goal of the game. Looking tidy in possession here. Searching pass he's played there.
Habrá 3
Kimi.
minutos de descuento.
And he's managed to get free. Nicely shaped cross. Well, there's the clearance. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Albert Ferrer. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And we're underway. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
I don't think we've seen a dribbler as good as this guy, Vinicius Jr., in some time. His favourite move is to receive the ball in a wide position, attract defenders his way, where he can turn them and just leave them behind.
Oh, what a climb! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Baresi. That could spell trouble. He's one-on-one! Oh, look at that. Shot a goal! They've scored!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
The angle was unkind, but he has hit the spot.
Of course, there's a question mark over the keeper on his near post there, but it was such a clever finish to spot the gap and find it.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Xavi Alonso. It's a pretty loose pass. He's a sharp little ball here. Baresi. Roberto Carlos. That is a great pick out. And that has sent him sprawling. Roberto Carlos is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Delivers with Rooney! Well, that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Rooney really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Now it's Ronaldinho. It's played through for him. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Yamal.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. That has not gone well. And it's Xavi Alonso. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Barcelona leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Played out to the right. Belletti. Xavi Alonso. Vinicius Jr. And it's Roberto Carlos. Crosses it in. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Yamal.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Rijkaard. Cantona. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that...
Shot, surely! Sticks it away! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. Rooney duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
And this is Rooney. Yamal. Koundé cuts it out. Xavi Alonso. Here's Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos takes control of it and he's on the move. And it's Roberto Carlos. And this is Cruyff. It's come backwards here. Barcelona looking to pass their way through. Can he get it through? And here's the chance to counter. Kukcu. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Ronaldinho. Well read, nice interception. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Cruyff. He's found a way through. Adams! He was certain to score. It is an inexplicable miss.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Pedri shifted it to the flank. That's a danger. There's the shot! Yes! And look at his joy. Is this not why we love the game? No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Rooney demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Kukcu. Now, can they get him away? That looks a cracking ball. It's Rooney! And that is a truly outstanding... There's the whistle for half-time. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
Barcelona absolutely dominated that half, Peter, and now it's all about game management. There's no need to overstretch themselves. Just stay calm and see this one out.
Barcelona, 3 goals to the good after a really excellent first half that's been intriguing to watch. Plenty of highlights to show you during the break. And the action is back on the way. Rijkaard. Xavi Alonso. Back into the middle. Belletti looking to go deep. Crossed it again. No way through, so back it comes. Nicely weighted ball. Deep cross. He gets big. It's hit the crossbar. He got the hard part right, but the rest wrong. Yamal going face-to-face with his great rival. Hakimi engages and forces him off the ball. Roberto Carlos. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. And it's Roberto Carlos.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Vinicius Junior. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Yamal. It's a really well-measured ball. Cross to the back post. It's a mighty effort! He arrived on cue, but fluffed his line. Well, it's still early in the second half, but this does look like a job already done. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Out towards the flank. He's got away. Real chance! He's got a goal! It is no contest. It is a landslide. Oh, high high-quality goal. Lovely first touch, sumptuous second.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do...
Shoots! He scores! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
They're still trying to make a game of this. Belletti. Adams. Out to the right. And it's Belletti.
That's good play from him.
Not the most accurate pass. A poorly directed kick from the keeper. He's given it away. Xavi Alonso. Knocks it into space. That's an excellent interception. Rijkaard. Roberto Carlos. Now it's Cantona. Vinicius Junior.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And they've got rid. Nice interception, well timed. Searching pass he's played there. Oh, he's found support out wide. Lovely bit of skill. That's rather hopeful. And no one is overly concerned about that.
Yeah, it seemed the right range, and I guess it was worth a try.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal
We have got
4,
changes here from both sides, in fact.
El dorsal 20, Ronaldinho. El dorsal 11, el dorsal 8, el dorsal 22. Serán sustituidos por el
That was
dorsal
good
41,
pressure, just hounded him off it.
El dorsal 18,
Mateus.
el dorsal 17, Messi. El dorsal 16,
And it's Belletti.
el dorsal 21.
Xavi Alonso.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
And the shot's on here. Opts to play it back. It's Belletti. Looking to play him in. Cross flung in towards the middle. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Roberto Carlos. Cruyff! And that is wildly off target.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Played back in. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Baresi.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Cantona looking understandably energised after his goal. Baresi. And he goes cross-field. And it's Belletti. Mateus. And it's Belletti. Ball driven towards the far post. Just needed better contact. And that's a throw-in. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Grimaldo.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
That's really well manoeuvred. Strong running down that left flank. Oh, super find. Rafinha. And the number on the board is 3. Messi threads one in. Hakimi plays it in.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Osimhen! That pass isn't the best. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Barcelona really have hit the heights. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Against Barcelona.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Trent Alexander-Arnold is a key component, particularly in teams.
Mbappe! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. And this is Mohamed Salah. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Ronaldinho picks it up out wide. Yamal is onto this. He's picked his way through. And he's there to belt it away. He's having a shot! Big move! shot! Massive goal!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
So, a breakthrough already. Oyarzabal. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Back in possession and ready to go again.
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
Picked out brilliant, takes a shot! No mistake! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
Barcelona and Messi! Just off target.
Yeah, that's a decent try when you consider the range.
And it's made its way to him. He's in a great position here. Yamal showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Played back in. Hazard. And he shoots! Denied by an instinctive save.
Hazard actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
He's got plenty of space out wide here. He's got away. It is a corner. It's their second corner of the game. That's really well played. Knocks it out wide. Ghana are looking to go forward now. Now it's Mbappe. And he cuts out the supply. Hakimi, and he was quick to react. And it's Messi. Pass somewhat off target. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Messi.
Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
Messi cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And that is out of play. And it's Kukçu. It's a good spell of possession, this. Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Well, this looks... He's gone for goal. Driving forward. Can he get it through? Tries to play it through. Corner number 2 then. And now they can spring out of defence. Hakimi. Now it's Yamal. Hakimi is wide and looking to get onto this. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Albert Ferrer, tidy with his distribution. Threads one in. Can he latch on to this? Howson. Great vision. Rooney. Oh, that's ambitious. Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
He's a lucky boy there. You lose the ball like that, and usually you're going to get punished.
Taken back almost at once.
There will be 3 minutes.
And it's Alexander-Arnold. Great ball, and he's in here. Rooney, whose purpose now is to complete a hat-trick.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And he's managed to get free. Ronaldinho! And that would have been some goal.
Ronaldinho can really show some outlandish.
It's Rooney! Yes! There is a man right at the top of his game. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they'll want to keep things that way.
Barcelona very much in control here, 3 up and cruising. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. No, again, there's no way through. Out to the right. Howson. Ghana finding their passes. Oyarzabal. And he's lost his man. Decent chance! It's there! And they are right back within touch! A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Oh, shooting chance! He scores! Just one in it now. The game takes on a whole new complexion. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball, and that probably wouldn't have happened. But
he's had a shot! It's hit the crossbar. And a chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, split-second reaction.
Well, to be honest, he shouldn't have spilled that in the first place, but he recovered it really quickly, so no harm done.
Well, that pass isn't the best. And it's Grimaldo.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
That's going to go a long way. And he's straight offside.
The attendance for this
ended up in no man's land. Over to the left. Now, can they get him away? Oh, super find. And this is Rooney. Again, the flag's up. Howson cuts it out. Messi. Mbappe. Hazard could try cutting inside here. Tries to get it clear. And this is Mohamed Salah. Looking for the run.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Oh, that's fabulous. Lofted. A header! This time, surely! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Howson. Now it's Oyarzabal. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
He's on it, can he get away? Shapes to shoot! In he goes again! It's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat now.
Oh, super! There's the shot! And that would have been game, set and match.
Rooney is fully aware of how important that could have been. Probably game, set and match.
Corner number 3 coming up. Kachu! And yes, it's there! And they are cruising away. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Substitution for Ghana. Number 10.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. It's starting to look like a done deal now.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up. Something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Kane! And that's off target.
Oh, how about that touch, Peter? I mean, that was brilliant. He got the ball to go exactly where he wanted it. The touch was perfection, the finish, imperfection.
Nicked it back promptly. Kunde cuts out the pass. Now it's Rashford.
That was lovely, that.
He has found a way through. And that was very necessary. Tries to pass it through. And he's gone searching crossfield. He's going for goal! No, not quite. Shifted it to the flank. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, he's found support out wide. Can he get onto this? Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Not the most accurate pass. And it's Kachu, looking to play him in. And here's Rashford. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. Well, you might think he got off lightly, it is just a verbal warning.
Yeah, and he's dodged a big one there. He has to be squeaky clean from here.
So he's plotting something before playing it in. Brilliant save from Donnarumma! And somehow he kept it out.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Header! And he hits the net. Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian. He knows it's taken a big and very kind of... And that's it. Well, thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. It is a deep, deep sea of yellow, beautifully effervescent yellow. That is what you're faced with when you come to Dortmund. Well, we're on the way. Borussia Dortmund have gone with what looks like an orthodox 4-4-2, Jim.
I think it gets a terrible raw deal these days. It's deemed old-fashioned, outdated, but in truth, with the right personnel, it works just as well as any other system or formation. Success can still be had with it, and teams are still winning big trophies with exactly this setup.
And no, that was never going to make it. Rummenigge. Passing is crisp and sharp. Lahm delivers a mighty effort! No, couldn't quite control it.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
The most accurate pass. Now then, Jim, what can you tell us about the extraordinary Luis Figo?
Well, he's one of Portugal's most decorated players, possibly the best of their so-called golden generation. He was certainly amongst the most elegant and the most stylish. I think in essence, he's a traditional winger whose game is all about beating people to the byline and getting those crosses in.
He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Rooney! Oh, denied brilliantly!
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. He's in a great position here. Thinks about the shot. And the chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. This is their second corner of the game. Keeper's dealt with that. Looking for options for movement. Up he goes! In for the pieces! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And he was quick to get it clear again. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Mbappe. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. He's got away. Yamal.
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
He's cut it out. Neither side yet able to find the net. And it's Rooney. It's a really well-measured ball. Ooh, a delicate chip through. Lovely ball and a real chance now. It's a pretty loose pass. Shot could be on. Expertly cut out. Really nicely done. Figo. Now it's Mbappe. Great vision. Mbappe gets flagged offside. And that is a little undercooked. Back into the middle. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Figo is looking to influence the game from out wide. Grimaldo. Nicely intercepted. Pirlo. Figo. Great ball if he can get there. That's not going far. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Spread it left. That's a sharp pass.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
Lam. He's in a good position here.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Spread out to the left. Pedri.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
He has found the way through. Incoming delivery. It is a corner. So, third corner of the game. Rooney! He can get that clear. And it's Hakimi. Ronaldinho. Rummenigge, always looking for that half a chance. Oh, super find. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Albert Ferrer tries to clear, applies the finish! And somehow it stayed out.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Rummenigge. Pirlo. And he's had a hit! And that'll be the final action of the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. How's the first half compared with your expectations?
Barcelona have been huffing and puffing, but they don't look as if they're going to blow anything away. Their end product is just way short of standard.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here. 0-0 at the break.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund. Number 7.
There's the start of the second half.
Number 9.
Barcelona have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. Okay, they haven't got much to show.
Shapes to shoot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post.
Number 6.
Rodri is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone.
Number 16.
Platini. Borussia Dortmund looking to pass their way through. That looks a good ball through. And the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Kupchu. Platini. And it's Rodri. And it's Lam. And he's managed to get free. Oh, what a climb! They've scored! And the second half is off to a flyer. It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So we have the first goal.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
They've won a corner.
There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of guile, deception, don't they? Kupchu. Nice bit of trickery. Rodri promptly onto that, and that is that. Barcelona still behind thanks to that solitary strike. Mbappe picks it up out wide. Almost an hour gone. Pedri. Nicely weighted ball. That's an excellent interception.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And a chance! They've done it! And there's the goal they've been looking for. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Substitution.
Barcelona choosing to make the first change. So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Aimed beyond the defence. Rodri. Barcelona perhaps contemplating their next change here. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Rodri can see things others simply cannot. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Now it's Messi. Now it's Osimhen. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And it's lofted through here.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Mbappe, shot a goal!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Rashford, 75 minutes played. Lahm. Strong running down that left flank. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. That pass isn't the best. And they win it back again. Platini. Platini. Lahm has it out wide and in space.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here. Barcelona are certainly now looking like a sorry lot. They haven't got a proper defence or attack, for that matter.
He's found the way through, hoisted in, and he can clear it away. Now it's Messi, nicely spread. Now it's Messi. He's picked his way through. And that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. That's a throw. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. That has been cut short.
Has been indicated.
Time added on will be 2 minutes. Pelé. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Barcelona perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause and acknowledgement of the effort put in by the players, but that does not hide the overall disappointment.
Just a quick announcement. We would like to
How would you
inform
summarise what
that
we've seen today then? Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. There's the whistle.
It's hard to overlook the presence of Tony Adams at the back here, Peter.
Yeah, well, he's dominant, isn't he? And uncompromising and courageous. Those are the sorts of words you always apply to him.
Yeah, and his reading of the game means he was always a step ahead of the opposition. He's surprisingly quick too, you know. It will be a massive challenge to get the better of him.
Inter Milan looking to pass their way through. Just looking wide. Ronaldinho looking to play him in. Nice interception, well timed. Now it's Kakatani. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He can run onto that. Ronaldinho unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. The referee has given a corner.
There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Absolutely, they're certainly not as big as those trying to stop them. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Great defending, strong and determined. Yamal showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And he's straight offside. Nice looking ball. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Yamal.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Rijkaard. Short changes him with that pass.
Inter are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
And he plays one through. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. He's found the way through. Yamal couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Well, I think it's good he took the opportunity to run at that back line. I'm sure it won't deter him either.
Over to the left.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Olise is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Ronaldinho. Now that looks a decent ball. Ronaldinho gets into a good position. Well read, and the danger is averted. Couldn't squeeze it through. Good read, needed to be. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And it's Nakamura. Olise, and he welcomes it in. That has been slung wide. Koundé did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Rijkaard. Kakatani. There's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And he's intervened well there. Now it's Yamal. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And that could set him on his way. Oh, good take in a good area. And it's Hakimi. Oh, he's found support out wide. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Yamal. Now who's going to be first to this? Mbappe. Now it's Olise. Looking to play him in. Hakimi makes the interception. Well played. And the first 45 minutes are up. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Some first half thoughts?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 4.
And the second half gets underway.
Será reemplazado por...
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Barcelona come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Osimhen! It's a loose ball. Nakata. Kakatani.
It's pretty much standard practice these days.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Great vision. It's a pretty loose pass. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
He's in plenty of space here. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Kakitani knocks it into space. He has found the way through. And he wasn't. And the shot! And that was very necessary. And play cross-field, changing the point of attack.
Good ball, that too.
Inter Milan are looking to break at pace. And he's gone looking for safety. Kakitani. Well, into the second half, and it's still goalless. And here's Kakitani. This looks promising. Distributed tidily. Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Mbappe.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Nakamura. It's Nakamura! Oh, that's fabulous! That is a gem! An absolute gem! The breakthrough arrives at last! And wow, he has given that a right old hit.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
Inter Milan have penetrated for the first time.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency. and they can get right back into this.
Looking for options for movement. Threads one in. That's an excellent interception.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That's a cute ball. He is through here. Oh, that's a fine interception. Aims beyond the defence. And the finish! It's a good run, that. Great timing. Yamal tries making a foray down the right. Hakimi.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Now it's Osimhen. He has a look up. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Ronaldinho showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Yamal. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Nakamura going face-to-face with his great rival. And that's really well manoeuvred. Out to the left it goes. Can he get it through? And he's picked out the run. Oh, just skips to, and he shoots! And yes, it's there! Dying minutes, and we're all square again. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 11.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Ronaldinho.
All square again into the dying minutes.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. Okay, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find a winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
El dorsal 95.
Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Great chance!
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
And it's Okazaki. That is lovely. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. Oh, the protests are futile. The decision is made. Late drama. The ball is on the spot. Here we go. Not much more than a formality.
That's calm for you. Nothing is going to destroy.
And that's it. Well, that was intense, an enjoyable contest that either could easily have won, ultimately decided. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And that gets things running.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those...
Can he finish? Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, that's a decent try when you consider the range.
Played through into space. Not the most accurate pass. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. A heavy challenge. Now it's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Giuseppe Bergami, certainly one of the fiercest opponents I've had the honour of facing.
Well, one of Italy's finest and surely anyone's fiercest opponent. A master of everything defensive, Jim, and you, as you mentioned, faced him on the international stage.
Yeah, and his quiet and calm demeanour was the perfect disguise for that steely leadership. We knew we were in for a battle against him.
Maldini gets his final warning.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways or this referee could soon change his status.
Another throw-in. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. It's a pretty loose pass. Threads one in. Oh, that's superb. It's a really well-measured ball. Knocks it into space. Ronaldinho. Bergami cannot be beaten that easily. Bergami did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Ronaldinho. And that is a little undercooked. Zico is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. And he's on a charge. He's picked his way through.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
Barcelona so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Now it's Yamal. Oh, just skips past his man. Shoots! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Lamine Yamal just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
Maldini, always a very imposing presence at the back. And it's Kukcu. Now, can they get him away? Thinks about the shot, and the shot! Goal! Barcelona! He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Nesta.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Now it's Neymar. Can he get on the end of this? Rooney. Played out to the right. No, it's come to nothing. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Xavi did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. And here's Batistuta.
Barcelona really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
And here's Batistuta. Oh, this is a great... And Batistuta! It's in! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
That pass isn't the best. Great vision. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Barcelona are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. So it's back to business. Oh, easy pickings there. Well, that looks a decent ball.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Kukcu shifted it to the flank. Now it's Messi. He's going for goal! Messi! From another planet!
Well, what a restart this has been. A top player striking early. The perfect fillip to push on from what was a stunning finish.
Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
Barcelona take the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Can he get it through? Yamal. Throw in. Barcelona looking to pass their way through. Hakimi has been caught there. It's a foul. And he is going into that little black book. So he's plotting something before playing it in. Can he get onto this?
That's good defensive concentration.
And he thumps it clear. And it's made its way to Osimhen! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Looking for options for movement. Oh, that's fabulous. And he's in on goal. This is... Oh, shooting chance! Barcelona needing a change of fortune here. Zico, and he's had a hit! Oh, full marks for that effort.
Yeah, certainly could have been something so much more.
Nesta. Neymar. Hakimi simply refused to be outdone there. Nesta kept his eye on it, and he's there. Barcelona perhaps contemplating their next change here. Played back in. Nesta with the clearance.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Neymar. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And here's Neymar. Marquinhos. Now it's Messi. Koundé does really well to win the ball there. Played into space. Cannavaro cuts out the pass. And it's Neymar. Neymar stood his ground strongly. Hakimi defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now it's Ronaldinho. 75 minutes played.
Barcelona really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, what decent chance! Superb from Osimhen! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! They've done it again! It is incredible!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, at one stage, he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal
We have
11.
got changes here from both sides, in
El
fact.
dorsal 9.
This
El
is
dorsal
quite a
6.
battle.
Barcelona really can sense it now. This game is...
Shapes to shoot! And the ball's come loose here.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Referee's given a throw. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Now it's Cruyff. Now, who's going to be first to this? Played out towards the right wing.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Barcelona needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Koundé spots it and intercepts. That's an imaginative pass. Well timed, excellent interception. Pass somewhat off target. Spread it left. Tries to pass it through. Goes for a shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact. Rashford has it out wide and in space. Here's a man adored by... And that will be the final act. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. So bring it on. Height, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And that gets things running.
I think this is a formation that offers excellent balance, Peter.
Particularly tried and tested in the Italian game, of course.
Yeah, and exported with great success too, because it allows half of the team to commit to either attack or defence. The three at the back and the double pivot, as well as the three attackers and two wide men. Teams often switch between this and 4-3-3 by dropping one of their pivots into the defensive line. It's very adaptable.
And the pass is intercepted. Played out to the left flank. Decent progress down the left. Now this could be a chance. Hangs one in. Serginho charging forward, the ball at his feet. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Albert Ferrer, a player joining here, a pretty exclusive club. This game is the 200th in his career for this side.
Yeah, he's the mainstay.
Oh, it's gone in!
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
Pass somewhat off target.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Marquinhos with the clearance. He's tried one! The Netherlands with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Kukçu getting this one clear. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Yamal. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
Lamine Yamal really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
And he's picked it up out wide. He's picked his way through. Yamal! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Lamine Yamal just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
And it's Rooney. Tries a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Barcelona have their second corner now. Well, there's the clearance. He's having a go! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
His reputation is better than what we've just seen.
Albert Ferrer makes the interception. Played out to the right. He's in plenty of space here. Bergamy. The Netherlands do have a chance to counter here. And they're quick to get it back. Cafu was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Serginho. Hoisted in. Cleared without hesitation. Pedri. Now it's Yamal. Looking for options for movement. Yamal has it in a wide position. And he's managed to get free. Oh, that was vital. Barcelona leading currently through the only goal of the game. An own goal, as it turned out. 1-0 the score. Yamal. Well, the defence proved infallible then. But that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh, can he get onto this? Now it's Ronaldinho. And it's Grimaldo. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Tries to pass it through. That looks a good ball through. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Now it's Hullet. Yeah.
Barcelona have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Yamal sends it crossfield. And now the breakaway.
There will be 1 minute
Thuram
added time.
calmly anticipates.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Hakimi here. And he shoots! They've scored! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. And we're done. Barcelona can take all the spoils, and it is nothing less than what they are perfect.